Josie, did you get a chance to listen to Soccer Stupid, the podcast? And if so, what did you think of it?
You know, I want to be polite with you, and I prefer not to answer to the question because your question is really a bad question.
Hey there, soccer fans. It is episode 71 with your host, João, and patient zero, Louis.
Louis. It's unbelievable.
Louis. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Oh, yeah?
Are you
Tony?
checking out my?
Tony,
Check it out. Yeah, great. Are you checking out? You know what? It's funny because like my right is my left on my screen over here. My left is my right. So when I went great, you can't see it because it's on my.
Yeah, you gotta go.
On the other side.
This side.
Weird.
Yeah, you have to get used to it.
Yeah, it's like great.
Hey, it looks
My
like
left.
you made it to the 21st century and you got yourself a background there.
Check it out. I got the greatest of all time, bro.
Yeah.
It was about time. Hey, we kept talking about, my laptop, and my laptop is pretty old. And every time I would try to put a background, it would completely just like smear everything.
It would start to smoke. Yeah, it was sparking and smoking. And you're like,
yeah. So I couldn't do it. So you know what? I kept hearing complaints from a guy that he's like, hey man, he almost quit the show just because I had my garage as a background.
Is that me?
So he's like, either you change the background or we're done.
We're done.
So
toast.
Listen, I comply, man. I mean, I want to keep going. I want to keep doing the shows.
It looks good though.
Just for me.
And that's a good background
for the fans.
It looks like you actually not only did you get a background, but it looks like you actually spent some time, deciding on your background. It's for the folks who are just listening in. It is Diego Maradona.
Diego Armando Maradona.
It's a nice art piece. It's good. I like it.
It's good, yeah, man. That's Argentina out of the way, baby boy. So it's good. It didn't take that long for me to find it. I mean, you type in Maradona and the world will tell you, like, it'll guide you, Joao. The world will guide you to the right artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they make it too easy these days. The internet is too easy. Google Maradona, bam, there it is. Save
the man.
Make background done. Easy.
So, by the way, life has been good, man.
You're supposed to answer how you're feeling.
We talked about.
How's the taste buds? Are you able to taste pupusas again?
I haven't had pupusas in months. So shame on you, mom. Shame on you. And my family. Mama. They haven't brought me. They haven't brought me anything yet.
Muy bonita, mama.
Actually, you know what? She did bring me a lot of salvi food, but everything was like kind of like when you're sick, you need like chicken soup and stuff like that, and stuff like it's gonna make you feel better.
Don't be jealous. She brought me pupusas last night. I couldn't say it without laughing. Anyway, I used to be able to do the straight face, and I couldn't do it anymore.
Damn you!
Not bring me pupusas.
I quit the show right now. So anyway, so I mean, everything's been great, man. The only thing that I'm upset about is that I know I am already like, back to normality, but so I went to take a second test, and they haven't sent me the results yet, and it's been like over a week, and I'm like, come on, guys, I need. Well, you know what? That happened to me the first time.
I wonder if there's a bottleneck. Because of the recent surge, right? Was there a long line on the next time you went? Was there a line?
Well, there wasn't a line because it's all by appointment. And so, everything is, I showed up really early in the morning. So no line. Yeah. But I did call the number after a week passed after my second test, which, I was feeling better. Yeah. And they did say that like the whole holiday situation, people are trying to get their COVID tests, taken. And I'm like, dude, am I going to stay home for like a month? Because I'm not comfortable enough to know that I'm negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had enough being here at home. So I want to get that.
I wonder what's taking a long time.
I want to get the stamp, bro.
Yeah, get the positive stamp.
The stamp of approval. No, man, not the positive.
We won't even let you in our neighborhood right now. What's going on, man? Yeah, you should find out. You call in, they just don't know, or
well, they said they have to call the lab. They have to call the lab, and you know they gotta rush them. And I'm like, dude, I you know it's because of you. I mean I can't move around, like I'm stuck. So you know I need a little bit of air, like, you know, clean air. But anyway, so
maybe they have like El Salvadorian blood tests on the side and get through everybody else, and then they'll get to those.
Yeah, probably they're like, you know, if he dies, he dies.
Not true.
But you know what?
The world cares about
you.
You survived. You did. And you look good. You look healthy. You look healthy and alive.
Dude, talking about healthy and alive. Yeah. I'm 10 pounds lighter, by the way. I don't know how much you lost, but as you know, you and I
plateaued at 10. I stopped at 10. And now, if I want to lose any more, I'm gonna have to change my eating habits. Remember, I told you I was just from like knocking out the extra beer calories, but it's plateaued at 10. So I was losing like weight like crazy, and then just like it stayed at 10 pounds loss every day. Granted, the holidays though, so there's a lot of like my wife's made a lot of sweets. She got a bread maker, so she's been making like bread all the time, and I'm like all day long. I think that might have something to do with it, but yeah, it's time. It's time to like maybe start getting some blood pumping.
What are you gonna do? Like, well, you take your dog for a walk, right? I mean, that helps,
yeah,
right?
We do a little bit of it's got to help.
Do little walks, yeah, of course.
That's the least.
But so wait, where you at right now, Joel? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm at 215. So I was at 225 when I started this thing.
215. Now I'm at 225.
So, and then usually I leave, you know, again, and maybe I'm getting older too. Because usually I would drop down without doing like any food changes, any dietal changes. That's the word. I would drop down to like the, I don't know, the 180s, you know, with the 190s without doing like just by dropping the beer. But it's really slow. It's really slowed down. Maybe my metabolism has gotten like so slow. And it's like,
well, you've been abusing your metabolism for so long that your metabolism is like,
it's just like
it's like F you, Joel, man. now you're gonna have to put more effort because I'm done.
Zed's dead. Zed is dead. Hey, you haven't made a comment about my my bathrobe. Those who are listening.
Oh, is it? I can't tell.
I'm now into the bathrobe world. Check this out. Here, look at this. Look.
I thought you weren't gonna wear. I thought you weren't gonna wear anything underneath that, man.
Going bad.
Hey, I said I thought you weren't gonna wear anything underneath that. I thought that was a plan. I thought you wanted to like completely destroy our fandom, like our fans.
No, but it's good. It's something I've always wanted as a bathrobe, and I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna start dressing the way that I feel, the age that I'm at. I told my kids too. I'm like, this is what your dad's gonna look like for the rest of his life. Get used to this bathrobe. This is me for the rest of my life.
Oh man, I feel bad for your kids.
Hey, I recommend it, dude. I recommend it. Wear a bathrobe. It's so comfortable. I'm afraid that if you get the right kind, it's a nice little flannel. It's, you know how it's kind of chilly now, you know.
Right.
And
well, I'm afraid that if I buy one,
it's perfect. So
like I don't think I want to get out of bed, you know.
Well, it does that a little bit. Like when you're wearing it, it's like you don't want to go outside. I'm telling you, it's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I feel like I gotta get the newspaper again, just so I can go out in my bathrobe, get the paper with slippers on, bring it back in the house, and then just throw it in the trash because I don't read the paper anymore.
You are living the American dream there, bro. The American dream is yours.
I don't know if you this is what you call COVID chic. This is COVID chic. This is what you wear at home now. This is the fancy.
This is so you're starting a new trend.
I'm on my calls. I'm on my work calls in my bathrobe. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
Your boss didn't hear that, by the way. Just FYI.
In the bathrobe. People have completely abandoned the video chat portion of meetings. Actually, it's funny too because there's certain clients who I'm not going to mention who always have it on. Like, you know, and I don't know if they do that just because the vendors are in their meetings, so they always have their videos on, and all the vendors and us, or nobody has their videos on. And internally in the company, nobody has theirs on. But in the beginning of the whole COVID thing, people would have it on, but not everybody would. So you still had to like make sure you looked reasonable.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just in case,
Right.
because you would, you know, like meetings will start and say like there's 5 people and 4 out of 5 people had their cameras on. You feel compelled to also have your cameras on, so you have to be prepared for those moments. But now it's like nobody does the video anymore. Nobody at all. So bathroom meetings, baby.
You know, people get comfortable, right? I mean, man. First there's like a you got to follow some sort of a path, right, or a pattern, and then once people will start breaking them, you're like, whatever,
gone. Oh yeah, I was talking about it. I think I talked about it on the pod before when we first went into this whole COVID thing. I still stuck to the routine. I still got up butt early. I still got shower. You know, I showered. I shaved.
Wait, so you don't shower anymore?
Oh, dude, I don't shower. I don't shower until everybody's like, "Oh my god, please shower! You smell so bad." You know, that's when I shower.
Oh man,
that's everybody crying. It's like everything's been thrown out the window, and I'm just literally on my laptop just 24 hours a day. It's like you wake up in the morning and you go right onto the laptop, you know, and then you go to bed practically on top of your laptop, and you wake up, you know, I wake up in the middle of the night. People are like, dude, you never sleep, man. And it's like you're just constantly, it's like in this new work world, you're just on all the time. It's totally blended. It's blended.
I was gonna say,
you know,
like like now you don't, you know, there's no excuse, right? They can't say, hey, you know, where were you, or you know, like your computers should be attached to you now.
You'd be surprised. I have some of the guys on my team. They've figured out some excuses to get out of it. I'm like, really? All right, okay, sure. Well, all right, take your time. Okay.
Well, it's easier not to also, like, I remember when I was working on, there will be times where I had the kids, you know, during the day, and sometimes was like I have to like work around my meetings. You know what I mean? Like I'll be going for like an hour or two, and then come back and be ready for the meeting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I get that sometimes it's like, you know, especially when you have family and kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
Time is like precious in you know, when it comes to like kids and work. So to manage that, to balance that out, it takes a while, and I don't think I ever got used to it.
Yeah, it's a little easier now. Like you would have, you know, because obviously, you know, you'd have to drive to work, and then like if I had to pick up the kids, you know, that'd be like a whole hour or a little bit more shot. You know what I mean? Like if I had to do that, like say I'm like, you know, at 3 o'clock I had to go, and the wife couldn't pick up the kids, I'd have to be like, oh my God, sorry, I gotta go. And then I'd have to go pick them up, drop them off, you know, go back to work. And it was like that time, that driving time. You know, actually I went into the office the other day to give some gifts for the holidays to, you know, some of the folks who had to work in the office. I know they call me João Claus. No, they don't.
But more like Satan trying to give them COVID over there.
But they took it.
Oh well.
But I was thinking on my drive over there. I was thinking though, like this is how it was. You know, like that drive time. Like there's no more drive time. That's what I mean. Like always on the laptop. It's like there's no more of that gap. Except
you
for,
get the little breaks
to go like take a piss or something like that. Like or you know, walk the dog around the block. There's no gap anymore. Like the drive time. Like it used to take me 2 hours to get to that, you know, to the Culver City. You know, and just that drive time. Like I wouldn't be on my phone. I wouldn't be looking at messages. I wouldn't be looking on Teams. I wouldn't be looking at my emails because I'm driving, obviously. You know what I mean? I could take a call, and that'd be about it. Now it's just like you're on, you know, all the time.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm actually kind of glad that, or I'm actually proud of you, because even though you weren't able to do any kind of work-related situations while driving, you did send a lot of texts about soccer. You know, like so that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I know. Soccer,
so
you know,
that tells me that. I was gonna say, I know where your priorities are, and I'm very proud of you, man. Yeah. And
I'm thinking, and I'm telling you, and we were talking about it today, like how cool would it be to start a soccer club? I think it's possible. I think there's something. I'm not even kidding. There's something there. It's like like God came down and went, João, you must build a soccer club. And it's like,
where would that soccer team
know.
land?
I
No,
don't
where
know.
would it land?
I
It
have
wouldn't
no
be
idea.
here in LA because you already have 2 teams here. So you don't want to start another Chivas USA for Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Well,
I don't know.
I was thinking very small. Was obviously like even if there's the I was doing a lot of research on it. Like I was like, what other leagues are there besides MLS? There's the USL Championship, which is like the equivalent to it's basically the next tier down, right? It'd be
Right.
What's in England? There's EPL.
To call it, I forgot what it's called.
Or whatever league.
Yeah,
whatever.
League One, I think it's called.
Something like that. Yeah. It's equivalent to that. But like you're saying in our messages that there's no relegation or promotion between MLS and these lower leagues, just like in baseball, like AAA, the players move up, but you don't have a team, can be promoted into major league or whatever. So that'd be one thing. But I was thinking like this, just like a small league. Find like a small league there, build a team.
Maybe we can have
maybe.
Hey Joao, maybe we can be the players. What do you think?
See, that's the thing. I don't want to be a coach. I don't want to be a player. I want to be like. I want to be a player. Administration. Fine. You could be like the youngest player on the team. Fine. You be the player.
Birth certificate.
Fine. You're the first roster. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Soccer Stupid FC. Welcome to Soccer Stupid FC. I don't know. There's something about like how cool. Like I want to be that guy who's like in the stands, always going to the teams, making the decisions, of.
Do you want to?
I want to be that guy.
You remind me of that one guy from Italy who. Like the guy that actually invested. Yeah, Leeds guy.
Man, I think about it all the time. Like if I had like millions of dollars, like I would 100% find some scrappy team somewhere, get it totally invested, and then see anything comes out of it, because it is an investment. It's like flipping a house. You know what I mean? Like
it's more like a gamble.
It's also a really big gamble
because if you don't pan out.
But if you remember the Leeds documentary, that what was cool about it is like he was so passionate about Leeds and making it something and bringing it back to the community. So I feel like if you do it right, it's possible. It's possible.
Well, I mean, Joel, but when you say right, that equals a lot of money, because this guy, he did not. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so a gamble, like where we're at, right? As far as like money goes, I don't think we're gonna go. I think we're just gonna.
You should see my bank account after Christmas.
Oh man, just in mind, we'll be like picking up guys from the streets, like, hey man, you guys know how to play soccer,
man? That's how it starts. And then when they look, we're like 97 years old, and we got like our team's playing against FC Barcelona in the Club World Cup. And it would be like, and then they do the documentary about our story and the team. It'd be like, these guys started at going by Home Depot and going, building a team, and now look at them. That's what I'm talking about. Like, start small, get them rising through the ranks, and maybe get into another club, or another league. You know what I mean? I know, guys, you can't tell if you're listening, but he's giving me the crazy eyes.
Well, I was gonna say you have to change the American culture, Joao, in order for us to be able to bring it. Meaning you're gonna completely change the whole format of the MLS, which is like playoffs.
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be MLS,
because Oh, so wait. So wait. So I thought that was the main goal, to eventually play the big teams.
If they ever do the promotion thing, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, there's no promotions, fool. Anyways, I don't want to burst your bubble.
If you're listening out there and you want to join a Soccer Stupid FC,
do you want to donate to make a new team? We're more than happy.
Go to Patreon and support the club monthly for $1.
$1 isn't going to do unless you have a million fans giving you $1, Joao.
Hey. We might have 1 million fans. We may have 1 million fans.
We may. Where are you guys?
You guys. Hey, I have an idea for the fans.
What's up?
Should we talk about some Saucer?
You know what? I think so, because I think this is a soccer podcast, right? Last time I heard.
Saucer podcast, at least. That's all right. Now let's get to the soccer. Dun, 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 dun. That was for you, Rob. That was for you. Remember, Rob was like, like the first
See,
50 episodes. We're like, get to the saga, and he's like, what do you guys do anymore? Just kind of fizzled out.
well, that's why we lost him. We lost him as a fan. So come back.
I was only here for let's talk to the saga. Let's talk about saga.
He just heard that and just turned it off.
Let's start with 4:30 a.m. PST on this past Saturday, Leicester City versus Manchester United. What a game! What a game! Again, Ole behind the wheel didn't go as planned. They shared the points. End game ends at 2-2. It starts with a beauty by Rashford. That kid, I'm telling you, like, what is he, like 7, 8 years old? Like, he's got so much football in his career left, and he's so good. And I'd like to see him play more. I don't know. I mean, I think he's good for Man U. He's probably one of the better players of Man U. I just feel like, I think he's got a lot of growth, right? But I don't know. I just feel like he should be in a club where you can kind of see that magic a little bit more. I don't know. That's me.
Wait, Joao, I think so. But I was going to talk about, that cup that they're playing right now. What is it called? Like Curabao or something like that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that before this? I think it was before this past game, right?
Yeah, it was
when they played Man U play Everton
throughout the week. Yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry for interrupting your premiere. I thought that game was actually pretty amazing. It was a very close game.
Yeah.
And at the end,
Everton was good, huh?
Everton looked good, and James he wasn't even playing.
Yeah. Remember when James played for Everton?
I know, right? He played maybe 1 or 2 games, and
anyhow,
I mean, we know that about James, right? We know that James is gonna look good for the first couple of games, then he's injured, just like
he's a handsome player, and that's about it right now.
It's all about the looks.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that game ended up being a 2-0 game for Man U. But I don't know if it was extra time or right before the game ended, Cavani, dude, just scored an amazing goal. He just darted at.
Was it a header?
No, I think he got it from like it was almost like a lob. Like he lobbed it and it went like right over the goalie. It was just an incredible goal. And then, of course, Everton was putting all their players forward because they needed to tie. Because these kind of games, you actually go to penalties, right? If you're tied, you don't go, extra time or whatever. So, I mean, Everton put all their players up front, and at the end, there was an easy pass. Who scored? I think was it either? I think Rashford. No, Rashford sent it to the French player. I forget his name always. You know what I'm talking about? French guy.
Pogba.
No, dude. The other. Anyway, so his name.
French.
He's French, but anyways, I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself. Martial, yes. He ended up scoring the second goal for
Man U. He's back too, and he's back and healthy. He's looking good.
Yeah, he's looking good. So Man U, that was my what I saw earlier that week, and Man U is actually in the quarterfinals or semifinals now.
Yeah.
So, anyways. Go ahead, Joao. Go back to.
Son of a bitch. Anything else you want to talk about? Want to talk about a game from 3 years ago?
Didn't Manchester City win also? I think.
Who cares about Manchester City, right? Right, fans.
Oh, and then there was the Arsenal game, right? We were watching the Arsenal game against
the one that gave everybody COVID. That canceled today's Everton Man City game.
So we're talking about how exciting. Because we know Rob is a big Arsenal fan, and he actually did not want to watch a game because usually ends. He says it's bad luck for the team.
Yeah, it's like me with the
Dodgers. Is right. Yeah, it's kind of you with the Dodgers.
Right.
Probably right because they were winning against Chelsea, right? It was a good game, and it was a 3-0 game, and we hit up Rob, and he was like, "Oh yeah, guys, I'm at the gym right now. I'm working out. I don't want to jinx it, so I don't want to watch." And then he's like. The game's still going on, right? I guess the game wasn't over.
It was 3-0. It was 3-0 Arsenal.
He's like, I'm watching now.
Bam.
3-1 Chelsea.
And then a penalty.
And then a penalty, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, and you were like, turn it off.
Stop watching. Luckily, he was only listening, and they missed the penalty. Arsenal won 3-1. Right? That game. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's got to be tough. That was like the game where like you had a spark of, hey, this team is actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like something something's going on here. It's clearly something we talk about this in every, and I think the soccer world's talking about it right now. That there's clearly something something's funky about this Arsenal team. They got great players, great scorers, strikers, and in that game it kind of showed like, hey, you know what? These guys have it. If they just they can click. They can still click.
I mean, if they can hang with a team like Chelsea, who is like one of the top.
Chelsea was
league,
not clicking that game. They were off. They even had Pulisic. They even brought in the Chorou, the French guy, in there, and he scores once in a while. But yeah, they weren't even clicking. But yeah, I mean that was like a moment where you're like, these guys can do it. Was they just been like, But what's his name? Arteta, the coach. I can't think of his name right now.
Archuleta, whatever.
Arteta, Chicheta.
Yeah, sure.
He's out the door. I can. It's gonna happen, even if it's not his fault. Something's got to give, right? Pochettino come in, and then Pochettino said, "I'd rather be a farmer than coach Arsenal." Oh, that's not nice. That is not nice. Right?
That's not nice. Well, I mean, he got blessed. But, he's gonna be coaching PSG now.
Yeah.
So, and he wants Messi there.
Can you imagine? Messi and PSG.
Neymar.
You want Messi and
Mbappe.
Man City.
Yeah,
that's where I want him.
Because it will be more competitive. It will be more competitive for everybody, right?
Yeah.
If he goes to PSG, it's like PSG is already the best team in France.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you want him to be even better? Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
They're building.
PSG. Well, PSG is building that to win the UEFA.
Yep.
That's the only reason why they want to get better. But otherwise, they know they already won the leagues in France. So, but they keep losing in the in the UEFA. So I think Messi will probably be the key for them to win it.
Well, one day, maybe Soccer Stupid FC will be playing against PSG in the
Soccer Stupid FC
in the Club World Cup. You never know. You never know. They started with a small team. Trabajo, come on. So
you're gonna have
Can we go back to the Premier League? Can we go back to
dude. Yeah. Well, I'm done with the Curacao Cup, whatever that thing is called. It sounds Brazilian Portuguese, by the way.
Rashford, 23rd minute in. Barnes with a goal, and the 31st minute, first half. It is 1-1. Who will take it? Not until the 80th minute. Fernandez, who's excellent, scores. It's 2-1, but in the very last minute of the game, Tonzebe, own goal, Manchester United. Ole drives the bus right off the bridge and into the ocean. They share the points. They were like stuck somewhere in between the 5th, 6th spot right now, which has helped out teams like, of course,
Man City,
Liverpool, and Man City, but Everton. Come on, Everton 2nd place. Actually, after today, Leicester popped up to 2nd, so it's Liverpool, Leicester, then Everton. But Everton didn't get their game today, so who knows what would have happened today. But helps teams out like that. Great game. I thought it was gonna be more. I thought there was gonna be more Vardy party action, which is in every Leicester game that I've tuned into, and I only tune in for that guy. There has been a Vardy party moment, whether it's a late PK crushing it into the net or something like that, but not in this game. But they share the points 2-2.
Sounds like you are the lucky charm. So maybe you should make an effort, Joao, to watch more games, so that way they can win and become the champions again.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see. I'm going back to my Everton roots. I not that I want them to win over Liverpool, but I like to see Everton do a little magical this year. Maybe 2nd place, second or 3rd. Top four Everton.
Well,
that would surprise the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to see like we talked about the surprise team of the year, right? It would be nice to have somebody like that, either Everton or smaller teams. But I know we're not too far off from you guys. So I think we have 20 points, and I think you have 26. If I'm not mistaken,
we're at 32.
You're at 32. Okay, so I think I have my score wrong. So let me check where exactly.
Why don't you fix your notes over there?
Hey, EPL is not my forte here, man. I'm trying to help you.
You are You are rigging the system right now. Rigging it.
You are right. Well, actually, you have. Oh, Man City is not even showing up in the top 5, dude. We're not still there, huh?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like there yet.
Today would have been something. So again, with the Everton Man City game postponed, there would have been some pointage there. So I think you're behind not because of being behind. I'm just trying to make you feel better. But you're behind.
Because of lack of games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, this is scary for you. But if they would have won today, suppose whatever.
Yeah, I know.
29 points, right? They would have been 29. You guys have 32. So
I know. That's what I was telling you. I did that post the other day that Man City, evil Man City is slowly creeping up and becoming they're still a threat. I mean, I can't forget that Man City's looming. But there's also these other clubs who are like, again, Everton and these other guys, Leicester, and Tottenham. All these clubs are just staying up there. They're staying up there above the water. They're like the sharks. You have I think of the movie Jaws. Liverpool is what's his face in Jaws. He's on the boat. Fine, Liverpool's the hot girl on the float, and then you got Leicester and Tottenham and City with the fins in the water, going after her. So let's see what happens. We already talked about Chelsea winning 3-1. Flash forward to the Man City Newcastle United game. I was rooting Newcastle,
of course,
but you could not get by with the 14-minute goal from Gundogan. Great goal, by the way. It was like one of those moments. I can't remember who. Oh my God, soccer stupid over here. Who did a nice pass to him? It was just one of those he just happens to be right in front of the goal. Ball gets to him, and he just just a real quick whip it in. Goalie. I think it was one of those stand up moments with the goalie. Doesn't even move. You know what I mean? Just they can't. There's nothing. There's no diving. Nothing.
Right.
It's too fast.
it's
too furious.
Oh.
It's already in.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of goals. Torres scores in the 55th minute. Man City win it 2-0. I wasn't bummed, but that's when I knew they're just creeping. They're creeping up. They're creeping up above the water. The fin is just getting above the water there, getting too close to the hot girl.
It's a lot, dude. There's a lot of games. It's a lot of games to be played. So I'm happy. I'm excited where we're at because we were we're 12, 13, maybe a month ago or something like that. Remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. But that's the thing about the EPL and any other leagues. So many more games to go, and anybody can make that run.
Yeah. I don't think you can predict it right now. I mean, you still cannot predict. It's not like anybody's so far ahead. And again, there's so many wins, losses. You have some games where, again, that same team who Tottenham, who was killing it, in the next game they get a tie. I think they.
Well, I noticed about Liverpool. I mean, they haven't really lost, right? But they've been tying quite a few games.
Yeah. So
and that's also it accumulates, those points.
Oh yeah, those one pointers. That's not keeping them too far ahead is not too good. So let's talk about that Liverpool West Brom game. It was looking good, but West Brom really they really held their ground. So it started out with the 12th minute in, beautiful Mane goal, and then nothing. And these guys just kept it from Liverpool. They would not let them even get a chance. And the entire game, it was iffy. And then just in the 87th minute, I even said my family could care less about what's going on my TV. But West Brom score in the 82nd minute, and I even yell, West Brom just equalized! And then at the end of the game, and nobody, of course, nobody cared at all.
They're like,
they walk away, share the points. Still on the top,
for breakfast,
share the points. Yeah, pretty much.
For breakfast?
Late breakfast, brunch at the time. It was a brunch at that time. And then same thing with Tottenham. Tottenham's crushing it. They play against the Wolves, who are the giant killers in our book, right? I'm not even kidding. 1 minute in, Nombele scores for Tottenham. You're thinking, oh, these guys are going to crush it. Battle. There was quite a battle on the pitch for the entire game. But in the 86th minute, and I think I did a video and I sent it to you, and I said, the Giant Killers! They score just like West Brom did on Liverpool, 86 minutes in by Saiss. Or Saiss. It's 1-1. 1-1. And Nunu shakes the hand of, I'm sure Mourinho spit in his hand before he shook Nunu's hand, but they walk.
It's like I hope I have COVID right now. Well, it makes me happy, Joao, because again, you and I, we tend to like different coaches and teams and blah blah blah. And you're a Mourinho fan, like say what you want, but you're a Mourinho fan, and I'm not.
Yeah.
And every time something bad happens to his team, I'm happy, man. I'm happy because you know what? I'm a Pep guy, right? So there's always gonna be that rivalry between them two and myself. So I was very happy that his heart was broken because Todd was looking good. They were in first place.
Are you sure Mourinho has a heart? Are you sure there's a heart in there somewhere? I don't believe. I think it's just an empty vessel. It's in there. It's an urn for just for ashes.
What makes a movie is like being a mean person and an antagonist. That's what gives him life. He doesn't have a heart to.
I love him the same way you love like the what's his face in Die Hard, the villain in Die Hard, or like some of the when you're watching a movie, you're like, this guy's a great villain. Like he's playing the villain so well. That's what I love about Mourinho. It's like he plays the best villain.
I think one of my favorite. Well, like Batman and Joker, right? For that one movie we watched, the latest one, or even that movie with not Die Hard, but the same actor, Bruce Willis, and what's the other dude's name in that movie where he's like a superhero? They don't even know they're superheroes. You know what I'm talking about? Unbreakable.
Oh, Unbreakable. Yeah.
Right. So Mr. Glass is like another great villain because he can't really do much, but. Yeah, but I don't like I don't like Mourinho. It's just he's me and him have a lot of history, Joao, and
you guys go way back.
We go way back, and we not like each other. So now
ever since he didn't invite you to his wedding, I think.
Well, ever since you know what? You remember that interview you had with him? And he said comment.
It was a stupid because I had listen to the Soccer Stupid.
Right, because previously I had a little talk with him, and I told him I was from Soccer Stupid, so he took it on you, brother. So since then I've been like,
it's really
sorry,
just
Mourinho.
That stupid question. I love it. What is going on? And there's a lot of football. What's going on in the world of La Liga?
La Liga.
Yeah. Where are your buddies right now in the La Liga table?
They're what's weird about it? Like I feel like Barcelona and Man City have a lot in common this year. They both started really slow and they're little by little clawing themselves back to the pack. Mm-hmm. So that's been the case for Barcelona right now. Barcelona right now is actually which is not bad at all, Joao. Did you see that? Yeah, they're in fifth place right now. So a few weeks ago they were like 13, 12.
Yeah.
And I was getting kind of a little worried about them not making any noises here. But it looks like they, of course, they beat some good teams and that puts them up there with the top 5 of the La Liga. But the number 1 team is, as you know, Atletico Madrid, and I don't know, man. Like I still have a feeling they're gonna win it all. Like what I mean? Like I don't see them losing it. But Real Madrid has also climbed up, and they're actually tying points right now.
I feel like this is identical to English Premier right now. It's like even in the points, nobody's too far away. Nobody's really, really winning it. It's at 32 points, but even between you got the third and fourth spot is at both shared at 26 points with a goal aggregate. And then you have Barcelona at 24 points. So it's like it's anybody's game still, right? You have no idea how this is going to end.
This is the beginning of La Liga, just like the EPL. So a lot of things can happen between now and then. And, Messi looks like, he's back to having a little bit of more fun than he was before. There's still a little bit of drama behind the scenes, and now with the whole PSG, that he might move or so this season is gonna be a test for not just Messi but for the Barcelona team to if they can be like, focused and actually playing and eventually, climbing back to top or whatever, because the drama is not going to go away this year. I mean, that's for sure until either Messi either stays with Barcelona or he goes to another team, either Man City or PSG. But anyway, so let's talk about La Liga. Let's talk about the games that
Talk about it, baby. Talk about it.
So Real Sociedad was the team that was in first place for a while. Do you remember, Joao? I think
I do.
It's a couple of weeks ago. But now it seems like they're not as hot anymore. So they play Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Madrid was a 2-0 score. Hermoso, which means beautiful, Joao. Hermoso scored in the 49th. It's what, in Spanish you have like different words. Like hermoso means like.
They have to stop that right now. This is why I can never learn Spanish. Too many words. Too many words.
Too many words for the same thing in another different language. So anyway, Hermoso scored in the 49th minute, and Llorente. This kid is good, man. Llorente. He's every time I watch the games or I watch highlights, his name pops out all the time. So I guess he's one of their. Llorente, he's one of their prospects, Joao, or maybe not even a prospect anymore. He's actually playing really well. So right now, funny story. As you know, your boy, he was injured for a little bit. I can't remember his name, Joao. Costa was injured for a while.
Yeah.
Diego, and he, I think he was out for 3 weeks or so, and Suarez was not scoring at all when he was out. So then he comes back, and then Suarez scores to goal, and he's like, "That bastard! Now that I'm here, he's scoring goals." Meaning these are my goals, fool. Get out of here. So
that's very funny.
I like that because there's that friendliness about them, being like
healthy competition.
Healthy competition.
Yeah, I like it.
So Atletico Madrid is number 1 in España again, and. They're tied with actually Real Madrid, but Real Madrid has either less, goals in favor or against. I don't know why, but they're in second. They actually play Granada, and in the 57th minute, Joao, your favorite player from Real Madrid score. And it's not Ramos, dude. Let's go back to your Brazilian roots.
Casemiro?
Yeah.
Wow.
Casemiro.
It always sounds like it's my cousin Mero. Hey, I want you to be my cousin Mero. He's here for all days.
So your cousin Mero scored in the 57th minute.
I don't know if you remember this, but we watched this kid a million years ago. You and I were watching up late, it was like the U21 World Cup, and maybe in Brazil. I can't remember where it was. They were really late at night, between 9 and 3 in the morning. And he played for the Brazil team, and he was the only kid who was oh shit, that kid's good. He's gonna be somebody. Do you remember that kid? Do you remember that at all?
No, I don't remember, but he is great though.
Yeah.
I mean, he's turned out to be a great player for Real Madrid, and I think he's like a mid, right? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he's even a forward, but that guy. Again, he's one of those guys that you hear his name quite often when it comes to Real Madrid. Because Casemiro, he keeps scoring goals for them. And then, the most reliable player for Real Madrid scoring the 90 plus 3 minutes, Benzema, giving them the 2-0 score against Granada. So, moving forward to Barcelona. So Barcelona, they actually played Valladolid. Valladolid. And again, they're looking better than before. This score actually was 3-0. And Lenglet, do you remember Lenglet? I don't think you. I don't know if you, I don't know how familiar you are with the new names in La Liga because I don't know how much you've been watching. But Lenglet is one of those guys that they acquired, and he's like an upcoming young player.
Yeah.
So he scored in the 21st minute, and then another young player. His name is Braithwaite. I don't know how to say it, dude. Braithwaite, and he scored in the 35th minute. And the king, he scored in the 65th minute. Joao Messi.
That guy's new. Who's that? Who's that guy?
Next time you're gonna see my background, that guy. So Barcelona.
Thank God he got his background going.
I know that's gonna be all my favorite players are gonna be in the background. You're gonna hate me.
I already hate you.
So, anyways,
but there is room for a little bit more hate. You're right. Just a little bit more.
There's always room for more hate, Joao. So Barcelona won this game 3-0, and that actually, as we saw earlier, makes the La Liga more interesting, because I know there's like, the Real Sociedad and you have all these different teams, but in reality, La Liga is ran by 3 teams in the last few years, and it's kind of it's kind of fun to watch.
I'm happy
where they land.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see that change. I'm all about, I complained about it for years so much that I left.
They hurt you. They hurt you, man. They were like, you know what? They were like, let's do something about it.
Oh, yeah.
We need you out here.
Now it's happening. Now it's happening. So when a scrappy team wins the league, maybe I'll come back. I need a little bit of Ray Hudson in my life anyway.
Yeah,
tears coming down his face like pineapple chunks.
I wonder if La Liga were to ever be as boring as like right now. A couple of years it's been just Real Madrid and Barcelona, but I'm talking about like more like the PSG, right? Where
we lost like 12 listeners.
No, what I'm saying is like no, what I'm saying is like like the German leagues and the French leagues where like it's only one team. I wonder if like Ray Hudson will stick around and be like, hey, I belong to La Liga, so, or he's gonna be like, all right, it's time to move elsewhere where there's more competition
maybe
and
more USL where Soccer FC will be. Look at these guys, they are all in their 80s. They're all 200 pounds, yet they have not won a game.
Are they drinking? Are they drinking over there?
Is one of them holding a keg? Yes, it's a keg.
Are they wearing Home Depot vests?
One day it's gonna happen, man. I can feel it. I'm telling you, it was like the movie Field of Dreams. The if you build it, they will come. And then you build a baseball field, and all the baseball players came in. I'm telling you, man, it's something. It's something in the air. Something in the air. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't even know where to begin.
Listen, I need money, so I hope it pans out, because I don't want to.
I was doing a lot of research. It's outside of MLS, like it's almost 100%. It's advertisements on at the stadiums, and it's obviously concessions, and merch. That's like 100% of the profits, basically. But obviously, all of those things matter. All those things go up, right, when the team does better, right? So
when they win, of course.
When they win,
right?
So all those things go up. What was that thing you sent me? Like that one team, and it was like one fan in the stadium. He went to every single game, and then eventually he became like the president of the
president of the USA,
of the the president of whatever that club was.
San Jose. He was from the San Jose, right? Actually, hey man, stop being so racist. Stop being so racist. That was my brother. I know we kind of look alike, but don't.
That was one of you guys. That was one of you guys. All right, let's see what's happening in the EPL world. There's actually quite a bit of. Let me pull it up here. There's quite a bit of football coming up.
Hey, Joel, have you watched? I think it's called English Premier Download. It's up usually after the games, like in the mornings in channel 4.
I don't stick around to watch a lot of the highlight shows. I have seen it a couple times. I do like the two Robbies guys who usually work with Rebecca Lowe and stuff, and but I don't stick around a lot on listening to like tactics and those sorts of things. Why is it a good show? Is it a good stuff?
No, because
they recommend it. Would you recommend it to my cousin Maro?
Well, they're sometimes they have like real good stories about EPL as a whole. And this past week, actually, I was going to tell you, hey, dude, but I mean, you're a hater, so I don't think you would have cared. But there was this year where Manchester United was about to win their 20th EPL. I don't know if you remember that. I think it was 2011, 2012 season.
Yeah. I don't hate Man U. I don't hate Man U at all.
No, listen, wait, hold on. Well, because they were supposed to win the 20th, right?
Yeah.
And then they were actually, they were up 2 points, and Manchester City was needed to win. There you go. That's where I'm going. So they needed to win in order for them to take the league, but they were going to win by I guess by goal score differential. I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
So the crazy thing about it was that they were playing almost at the same time, and QPR, I forgot what the name of the whole team is for the Manchester
It's the
City was
Queens
playing.
Park Rangers.
Yes.
QPR,
So they were up 3-1, and we're talking about 3-1 against Manchester City with like maybe like 15 minutes to go. Did you watch that?
No, but I know the story was Man City's got kind of an interesting story because they were a scrappy team, and they weren't even in Premier, and then they got promoted.
They were going to relegate.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
They were going to relegate, and actually they got saved before the game ended.
Yeah.
You know, because the team that lost, I forgot what team it was.
Yeah.
They ended up relegating, but they were still up.
Yeah.
In Manchester City game, and they were like, it was the craziest thing because I think I did watch it.
Yeah.
And then they were down 1-3, right? And it was like maybe 70 minutes in the game. And then Manchester City cannot find the net. They had their chances. So then I forget his name. He's like Italian coach. You know what I'm talking about? The good-looking Italian coach. He looks like Christopher Columbus to me. I don't know why. The old Christopher Columbus that people usually picture him like. Anyway, so he started making moves. So he put Balotelli inside. Balotelli, he put him in the game, and he put I think he also, I don't know if he did also what's his name, Kun Agüero. He put him at the end because they needed offense. So dude. Oh, and also what's his name? That Ukrainian what's his name? That Ukrainian guy, kind of, you know what I'm talking about? Kazo, whatever his name is.
Yeah. I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
So this guy hit the header. He hit the header, right? And he tied the game. I mean, no, they were down 3-2.
Yeah.
And then actually, wait a minute. 3-2, and then because they scored, they ended up winning that game, right? 3-2, and then so then I don't know how they scored the next one, but anyways, extra time before. I mean, Manchester United was already celebrating. I mean, this game. I mean, they did not think
they're so used to winning,
right? So used to winning. So they were like, So you see the Manchester United crowd kind of celebrating, while you see the Manchester City crowd crying. And people were like throwing stuff because Matt, you're like again, because they hadn't won since 1948, if I'm not mistaken, or 1968.
The year you were born,
yeah. So so it's been a while, Joao. So Agüero scores the winning goal for them, dude, and he just exploded. Like we're talking about young Agüero, because now Agüero is completely,
he was the man.
He was a kid.
Yeah.
He was a kid. He was a kid back then, though. But he scored the winning goal, and because Manchester United and City are not too far away from, as far as the stadium goes. They're not too far away from each other. So you go from Manchester United celebrating and rooting to crying to Manchester City doing the opposite. So it was an incredible. I think I watched this game, but it's been so long that I forgot about it. So dude, it was amazing. So it made my Sunday yesterday, because I think it was yesterday. So
they do a really good job in those documentaries where you kind of walk away going like, yeah, and they have the crowd cheer and the music swelling. They always do a good job in those documentaries.
Well, I mean, I'm serious. I felt like it was happening yesterday. You know what I mean? Like it was yesterday. That's how good they were about explaining the games and how it got stolen. This is the first time ever, maybe in any sport where you're already down 3-1 and you're completely out to actually winning. So
that's pretty cool. Kun Agüero, when he was a hero, and now he's the hero of the bench. Oh, I'm joking. I'm a joking.
All right. So going back to your schedule,
I'm gonna find that I'm gonna go find that documentary. And they even have, I don't know if you've seen it on Amazon. They have a whole series of behind the scenes stuff, and then they have a whole Man City one where it's every the whole, and certain during the pep times. So it's a whole behind the scenes stuff. On
I noticed that Amazon does a lot for. There's a lot of docs for soccer. I've noticed that. It's they must know us, Joao. They must know us.
They must know us.
Oh. One day we're gonna be in the doc, dude. In that Amazon.
I know.
Soccer stupid.
Soccer Stupid FC, the story of the worst team ever. All that money lost, all that investment down the drain.
Now they're homeless.
Aw. All right, back to what is coming up before we end the pod. Arsenal gets us another chance to see what they can do. This is December 29th, tomorrow, Tuesday. Brighton versus Arsenal, 10 a.m. PST. We got Leeds at 10 a.m. versus West Brom. And then Manchester United then have to play the Giant Killers, the Wolverhampton Wanderers. That'll be very interesting. Hopefully I don't have a lot of meetings. It is smack dab during lunch, 12 p.m., so might get a lot of watching time. Wednesday, Tottenham Hotspur versus Fulham. Let's see what they do on the table. Will they win? Will Fulham do the whole scrappy team wins? Who knows? Liverpool play Newcastle. Newcastle gave Man City some time, some trouble, even though Man City came back. And that is the end of the year. So, there's lots and lots of football. And unlike Christmas morning, there will be some games on the first. So the first game of 2020 is Everton versus West Ham United, followed by Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Tottenham versus Leeds that Saturday. Cannot wait. Arsenal versus West Brom. Newcastle versus Leicester. Let's see some Vardy party action. A little bit of Vardy party action. But the game of that weekend, Louis, will be Chelsea versus Manchester City, 8:30 a.m., January 3rd, Sunday.
Well, let's hope COVID is not going to spoil your plans, Joao, because
I am getting a little nervous about that.
Yeah,
it happened in the beginning, obviously, right? They were like, "Oh, let's chill here," but I mean, they've all been moving around. I mean, Arsenal just played Chelsea, and we know how COVID works. So yeah, let's see. Crossing my fingers.
COVID.
Yeah, we don't ruin the end of the year with COVID attacks.
Ruin it for Joao because
please don't. It means so much to me. It's like I was listening to Men in Blazers. Remember those guys, the Men in Blazers podcast? And Raj went on and on and on, and I thought it was very touching. And I won't do it as well as he will. I won't even try. But like with football back, it's really like and how crazy this year's been. Socially, for a lot of reasons, and a lot of people being sick, and a lot of people dying, obviously, and then the normals things about the what we're used to, like going to a restaurant, as simple as going to a restaurant. So football is actually giving us some sort of normalcy, something to look forward to that is normal. You know what I mean? That it's there and it's always been there, whether it was COVID, without COVID. Still a little bit weird tweaks and changes, no crowd,
no fans,
those sorts of things are a little funky. They've been doing a pretty good job with the audio, the fake audio. It's been tricking me, at least. They even do it when a player does, you have like Sterling, he played a good 85 minutes and he's got a goal,
clapping.
And they do the like as he walks off, so they do a pretty good job. But this is normal. So you take that away, it's like, what do we got? What do we have, Louis? Pineapple chunks. That's all we have is pineapple chunks. Speaking of normal, what's happening in the La Liga world? What's coming up? This year?
La Liga is gonna end pretty soon too, as far as like the year goes. Tomorrow is gonna be full of games.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow Sevilla is playing Villarreal. The only reason why I'm saying is because Villarreal is ranked 3rd or 4th in the Liga right now. So tomorrow, 8 a.m., Joao, if I wake up, I should be watching that game. Actually, tomorrow, as today has been rainy and it's been beautiful. I love this weather.
Me too.
It's like
from the East Coast. I love gray. I love rain. Did you get a nice thunderstorm also? Like
I did last night, dude.
That was nice, right?
12 a.m. I was like, what's going on here? He actually shook the floor a couple of times. I was like, and then it was pouring for a second. So I truly enjoyed it. So if we have, I don't think we're gonna have this kind of day tomorrow. But if we were to, I can actually stay in bed, Joao, and watch a lot of soccer because
Get
tomorrow,
yourself a robe,
again,
man. Get yourself a robe. It even has pockets.
Even has
It even has
pockets.
pockets. Where's
Cool.
Where is it? Right there. Pockets. It's fantastic.
All right. Well, I'm wearing my because I gotta look sharp sometimes.
I know. I've been hearing it. Every time you go.
Oh, sorry. You see sparks right here, like. Anyways, so
yes,
moving forward to what's happening tomorrow. Barcelona is playing Eibar tomorrow, and that's a winnable game for Barcelona. So again, if they start winning games, man, it's gonna be very interesting. And then we have the other team, which is Atletico Madrid against Getafe. That's another winnable game for Atletico Madrid. So that's going to keep La Liga interesting. Yeah, you never know because sometimes, things happen and you lose. And so Real Madrid is playing Elche tomorrow. And that's another game to watch. Again, these games are like 8 a.m., 12:15. And then you have 12:30 Real Madrid. And then you have Real Sociedad at 5 a.m. Thursday.
PST, baby.
PST. So if you want to wake up early, I don't think I will, Joao. But
I tried.
games,
I tried that a couple times. Couldn't do it unless it's like unless it's Liverpool and it's like on Peacock, and I know I'm not gonna be. It's gonna be a delay to be able to see it. I just can't get myself up anymore. I tried. I tried on Boxing Day. I think 4:30 a.m. was the. I can't remember what game it was, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up for that son of a bitch. And it's like 8:30 a.m. Like, oh man.
But you know what's funny though? Like when you wake up that early, like your whole day, dude, is like you're like a zombie because you're trying to like make up. Yeah, you need to make up that time that you spent so early in the morning. So it's almost like you and like especially for us being dry, it's like I don't think I would do it. Well, I have a drink or so in the morning. You on the other hand, you don't. So we got people coming.
Here comes your family.
Right. I think we should finish.
It's a good time to kill the pod. Episode 71, we did it. We survived another podcast in our bi-weekly podcast, it seems these days. But we made it. We survived. All right. Go be safe. Enjoy the family. I'll see you in the next pod, brother.
All right, brother. Take care.
Peace. Bye.
All right, fools.
See you, man.